In this video, we're going to be looking at all the different interactivity options available in your BIME dashboard, and then we'll move on to how to publish your dashboard. Firstly, let's click on Tab Options. Before we move on to the interactivity options, just to show you that we can modify this tab by changing the font. There are several available here. We can also change the tab fill color. To access your interactivity options, you can click here. Firstly, we'll concentrate on this left-hand side. The different options available are Allow Use Visualization as Filter, which can turn the chart selection into a filter for the other visualizations. We can allow Decompose, so the user can drill down into a chart selection. Allow Drill-through, so a user can view the underlying data behind a data point. And then allow Focus, so a user can use a chart selection to restrict the data shown. And these are all added by default to your dashboard. Let's just look at how these work in our dashboard. Firstly, I'll click on the data point I wish to interact with, and I'll select Filter Others. This will then apply my selection to all of the other visualizations in my dashboard. And to go back, I can click here on Initial to return to the previous state. Next, I can decompose. Here I'll have access to all of the attributes in my dataset to be able to select and decompose by that attribute. We have the option to decompose on columns or rows, and also to keep the original elements in the axes. When I click OK, my visualization will decompose by that selected attribute. If I want to see the underlying data for a particular data point, I will click and select Drill Through. Here, we'll see all of the data related to my gold client plan. This can then be exported into a CSV file. And finally, if I want to look at a particular selection, I can drag, select Focus to see that selection more clearly. Other interactivity options include allowing to view the dashboard in full screen mode, allow widget slides, which we'll look at in a minute, and also allowing comments on the dashboard, which we'll see in the published dashboard itself. There are also export options available: Excel, Image, and PDF. The buttons that you will see down here. The Slideshow functionality in your dashboard allows you to move between all of your different queries in a full screen mode. We can configure these slide options from here. That's to say, the order in which that they will appear, and also any ones that you don't wish to appear in the slideshow, you can remove. Here, for example, I'm not sure we need to see the image or the data filters in full screen mode. We're only really interested in our 4 queries here. So just to recap what we've done so far, we've added some interaction options to our dashboard and also modified our slideshow. We're now ready to publish our dashboard. To do so, we're going to click on our Dashboard tab and click on the Share button. We'll select Publish, and here we can change who has access to our dashboard. By default, it's private. We can change that here. We can notice that these two options, public and password, have been disabled because of the interactivity options that we've used. If, however, we didn't use any interactivity options, you could indeed publish this dashboard without a password or with just a simple password. However, due to the interactivity options, we're going to need to publish via named user groups. Here we can manage our groups. Let's start by creating a new group. We'll call this My Dashboard. We'll save. And into this group, we're going to add a new viewer. With a password. And we're going to add this new viewer into my dashboard group and save. I can now authorize this group to access my dashboard. We can now choose the authentication methods as well, either via BIME login and password, or we can choose to log our dashboard viewers in via Google Apps, Google, OpenID, or SAML. Here we'll keep our BIME login and password. OK. And on this page we have the link that you can share, which you can also open directly from here, and also the iframe HTML embed code. There are more options. You can set a reload of data in the dashboard automatically at an interval of your choosing here. You can also define a logo for this dashboard here. And OK. Now just a few words about this button here, Publish Changes. When you first publish a dashboard, any changes that you make to it won't appear in the published version until you've clicked this button here. So this guarantees that the dashboard that you shared remains the dashboard that your dashboard viewers will see until you push any other changes you've made by clicking here. Now let's look at our published dashboard in a new tab. I'll need to log in, press return, and I'll be taken to my dashboard. Again, you have all the interaction options available. But now we have slideshow mode. So we can now switch between each of our queries in full screen mode. And then click here to exit. The last thing that we'll look at in this video are comments. Comments are very useful for collaborating with your fellow dashboard viewers. To add a comment, we'll enter comment mode, and then I can click to add a comment. I'll post, and my comment will appear next to my name here. I can choose to share it with everyone, just my group, or to keep it just to myself. Going back into my account, I've added a second dashboard viewer to my dashboard group. So when they log in with their name and password, they'll be able to see any unread comments that have been left on the dashboard and allowed other dashboard viewers to reply.